for the second time today. I had some people reach out to me and say that my last broadcast that we just did, the live broadcast, lost audio in the middle of it. So I just decided to go ahead and do it again. So, hey, listen, I'm traveling here again today, and I wanted to reach out to you and just have a conversation with you about a really important topic and a challenge that people are having in the industry, which is supply chain optimization for MROs specifically. All right. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the MRO Americas next week and give you an invite to come and meet with me down there. Hey, MRO supply chain is a challenging issue. I've met with a lot of different companies, let's just say over the last year, and had conversations with them about supply chain. And they vary from things like, lack of control over pricing, things like high inventory levels, difficulty in actually getting parts and materials, supply chain logistics, a lot of different things, repair process management, optimization, all of those falling into the category of how do we optimize, supply chain at MROs. But let me talk about a few of those for a minute. I was talking to one MRO not that long ago, and they said, well, one of the challenges they had right now was really forecasting their inventory levels, and they had high inventory levels. And so they were looking for potential solutions to be able to manage that and to get that down and to be able to maybe disposition some of that valuable inventory that they had that they really had too much of. At other times, I'm talking to operators that have difficulty getting, MROs that have difficulty getting the materials that they need. And so the supply chain logistics part of that, becomes an important part of optimizing your ability to know where the parts are, where are they in the process, what's happening in getting the parts, to the aircraft so that you can keep things all on schedule. Next, looking at the cost issue, I had a conversation with another MRO that they had challenges managing their pricing. Their system just didn't have accurate and consistent pricing contained within it. And one day they'd sell a part to a customer for $300, and then the next day they'd sell the part to another customer for $3,000. And so really big challenge in managing that. If we take a look at repair process management, that's another place that I've seen some significant challenges. From two aspects. One is, getting a large volume of parts back to the repair process, whether it be back to the OEM or to the repair depot where they're going to be maintained, and managing that process effectively and efficiently, so that there's less labor involved in doing that and things are, being automated. And then the other half of that, goes to just the return on investment that you can get from repair process management by optimizing things going back to the back shop. So you pull a component off the airplane and goes back to the back shop. And what's the time required back in the shop, or when you're going to get it back to the airplane? Is it going to impact the delivery of the aircraft? All those things. Listen, those are all challenges that are happening in the industry that can be solved through digital solutions. And there's a lot of different companies out there today that are providing digital solutions, in those areas. And one of the challenges that we have is wading through the different solution providers. Should you choose, a possible solution A, B, C, or D, or should you build one on your own? Should you even do it? And one of the frustrations I know that people have is that you have an existing IT portfolio and you're saying, what do I do? How do I, take my existing portfolio and either add solutions or build on it? It sounds like it's a difficult, complicated process, but it really is just a methodical step through determining, what's your existing portfolio, what is the changes that you need, what alternatives and options exist out there, and how should you go forward in implementing something that fits within the business model, the cost which you need, within your business. So these are all normal practices in implementation of digital in MRO. But the thing is that we have so many demands today on labor and demands on shortages of labor and demands in having the right skills to be able to get the job done. And we have to optimize the things that we're doing. And it's a tremendous opportunity every year to go to the MRO Americas. Last year was a little bit smaller when I went there, but this year we're expecting a full crowd there. And it's a great opportunity to meet with different people and people at different levels within different companies to be able to have these conversations about how do we optimize the businesses that exist out there, today. I'm going to be there from Monday night until Thursday night, and I plan on meeting with a lot of different people. I plan on doing some interviews with companies, and I plan on doing some interviews with some major OEMs that are already scheduled and lined up. And I'm looking forward to having conversations with people really in two categories. One is to learn and to help you to learn. I'm going to be doing live broadcasts next week so you can learn about some of the different things that are happening out there. And then number two is that I'm hoping to be able to help some companies to get their valuable message out about their products and services. And so if you're one of those companies that would like to maybe do a live interview with me while I'm down there, reach out to me, message me here on LinkedIn. Let's set up an appointment. Let's have a conversation about how we can, how we can work together to be able to optimize the business processes that we have, to optimize our businesses, and to be able to help aviation, grow and be successful. Hey, I'm looking forward to meeting you next week. Just reach out to me, LinkedIn me, or send me an email, and I'm looking forward to have a conversation with you. Fair winds and following seas. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.